Hey y'all, it's Lifestyle by Sierra and we're back with another video. This is going to be my second video on this channel. Today I actually wanted to come on here and talk to you all about personal social media accounts and why I personally feel like we should try to distance ourselves from personal accounts or spam accounts or Finstas or accounts where we just literally consume bullshit all day long. I want to start by saying I know a lot of us, we follow a lot of people, we want to keep up with a lot of people, we have family, we have friends, but it's a good thing that you have a phone because you can always call, you can always text to keep up with people, right? You don't always need to see it in picture form or video form. With your personal social medias, you just continue to scroll for hours and hours and hours. So if you do want to reach out with friends and family, you have a phone. Ring ring, you can text, right? I don't know if people get caught in the loop of scrolling through Facebook. I personally don't. I can't stand Facebook, that's why I don't use it. But I know the older generation is definitely like that. But anyways, that's getting off track. So what I wanted to say was, I get that you want to keep up with your people and it's easy to without social media, right? So box checked for that one. The second thing is, I know a lot of people like to keep up with the Shade Room and Say Cheese and World Star and whatever meme pages post funny things that you can tag your friends in or your siblings in or your family, whatever. These pages actually do nothing for you. Like, they waste your time. You know what I mean? And if you get caught scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or whatever social media you prefer, Twitter, for hours just for personal use, just to laugh or feel better about your day or whatever, you're gonna keep losing time. Like, you're literally losing time with your life. Especially because I know a lot of us go to school, we go to work, we have things to do, we got people to see, places to be, right? So imagine spending all of your free time scrolling through your phone, which I'm sure you do, that's why you're here. So the thing about me, when I unfollowed the Shade Room and I unfollowed World Star and Say Cheese and all these meme pages, besides maybe one or two just to have that little diversity through my feed, I wasn't hearing anything that the Shade Room was posting in the real world. You know how when we were growing up in school and people would say, you know, I don't even use these tactics in the real world, like we shouldn't even like go to school, like when people were against school, like we don't use this in the real world, they should teach us real things that we need in the real world. Hello, that's happening on social media too. Nobody's really talking about G Herbo and his baby mama in real life when you are walking outside and going to the bars and actually socializing or doing business with people. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about Will Smith and Jada. Nobody's talking about that, you know? That's not making you money. That's not making anybody money except the Shade Room. So my point is, once you unfollow them, you realize that you weren't missing out on anything. You're not missing out on anything. And if it is something big that they post, it's on the news and it goes viral, like a mass shooting or something like that. Like those big events, you'll hear about them in the real world because that's really what's going on. That's really what is like relevant, you know? So that's just one of my main points when it comes to following big pages like that. My advice to you is to get off your personal social media account, because another point I have is a lot of us follow people from high school that don't interact with us anymore. They watch our stories, they like our posts, and they don't comment, they don't DM, they don't reach out, they never even knew you really in high school. They just wanted to stalk you on the Instagram after, you know, everybody got out of high school and stuff. And you're following people just like that too. You're following people that you want to keep up with from high school that you weren't even friends with before and you still don't talk to this day. You get what I'm saying? It just, it's a lot of nonsense going on social media. So I feel like if you just separate yourself from that and you open up a new account to do something else, something productive, something way more productive with your time, you're gonna actually progress. Last year, around January or February, so 2022, I quit my personal social media, and it was just because I had a traumatic event happen and I thought that I was getting set up from the internet from what I was posting, because I posted a lot. I spent a lot of my time on my personal page and I was oversharing and posting on my story and just posting a lot and just interacting with everybody on there from my city and from people that I used to know and people that I didn't know in my city that were still looking at my page and stuff. So I felt like I had gotten set up. So therefore I had shut down that whole account, or I just became inactive for about a year. And through that, I just learned, I opened different pages up. And I followed people that motivated me. I followed people that were successful, that were entrepreneurs, that were building life for themselves, that were building businesses, that were talking about money, that were talking about self-help, that were talking about going to the gym, that were talking about getting on a healthy diet and eating good food. These are the people that I started to follow. I started to pick up books. I started to find myself grinding harder. I found myself wanting more for myself and realizing that it's possible because I wasn't following all these bullshit pages that were just consuming my time all day long. If you look at the place behind me, you can't even see the ceiling. That's how goddamn tall it is. And that's not a flex because I just moved in here a week ago, but I came here from the hood. I came here from the hood a week ago. But that's what a year off from my personal Instagram or my personal social medias did for me, was because I opened up new social medias, but I didn't use them for personal use. I used them, if I was gonna follow anybody, I followed somebody who was speaking motivation, who was speaking with intention, who was speaking about ways that you can improve your life, and I was applying it. I was not just watching, I was applying it. Once I consumed enough motivation for the day, I got off of social media, or if I didn't get off social media, I put my own work into social media. So by that, I'm talking creating content. What am I doing now? This is my second YouTube video on this YouTube channel with 0 subscribers. But guess what? I'm gonna still sit down and I'm gonna make this content, and I'm still gonna talk because I have a valid opinion, and I still have applied everything that I talk about in my videos. That's why I want to share it, because I want to show that it's actually been happening. It's actually done. Like, I don't want to make a YouTube channel and be like in the hood still and be like, yeah, it's all working out. But like, no, it really, I just applied myself for a year straight, and I just landed here. I stopped focusing on people that didn't matter. I stopped following people that didn't matter. And I put a lot more time, all that time that you can do scrolling on the internet, you can do researching something that you can do to make money from the internet. After this video is done, you need to go into your notes. You need to start writing down things that you are good at, or things that you would be interested in doing on Instagram. I'm talking, if you like cooking, you could be a chef on Instagram. If you like cleaning, you could do cleaning on Instagram. If you like making custom clothes, you could do custom clothes and create an Instagram. If you like writing ebooks, you could do an Instagram. If you like literally anything, if you want to customize shoes, you can learn how to customize shoes on a YouTube video for 15 minutes out of your day, and you can literally apply it. Now, investing in yourself is a whole other thing, but what I'm talking about in this specific video is you just taking that time that you use scrolling on the internet, taking that and actually putting it into working on the internet, like working. What you're gonna do after this video, I'm telling you what to do right now. You're gonna figure out a niche, something. You're gonna write a whole list down, even if it sounds stupid, of things that you think that you could do on Instagram, that you could create content of. And you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to be magnificent, you don't have to have the most shiniest, perfect, like everything is figured out already type stuff, you know. But make that list. And once you're done with that list, go on Instagram and try to see if there's pages similar to that are successful. If they are successful, are they selling something? Are they promoting something? How are they getting money from it, you know? Then write down things that you see that you could sell from a page like that. If you can't sell something of your own, like a digital product or an actual physical product, you can sell commissions from Amazon links. Like I got my TV here from, say I got it from Amazon, I could sell that TV as a link and get commission for every person that buys it through my Instagram link, just by having a following or making reels every day and getting views on my reels, you know. People click on links. That's literally all you have to do to just start changing your life. And I'm not saying that you have to be a whole influencer, that you have to whatever, but stop spending all your time scrolling. If you don't want to go, you know, if you don't want to get off social media, this is my suggestion, is to get off your personal social media, because these people don't care about you, and if they do, they will see you in person. You'll talk in person or over the phone or text or FaceTime, whatever you want to do. And you can spend a little bit of time on your personal one. You don't have to shut it down or anything, but like limit it, seriously. And if you want to stay on social media, try to do the other thing. Create that second account, figure out what it is that you want to do, and start creating something. Now, if you want to just limit your time scrolling in general, but you don't want to be on the internet because you don't want to be an influencer, you don't want to do none of that extra stuff, you don't know how the internet works perhaps or something, I don't know. Figure out something in real life. Go read a book, go outside, get in the gym. Figure out how to cook yourself a nice good meal. You know, figure out how to get back in school, figure out how to get scholarships, figure out something, because that scrolling is frying your brain and wasting your time. I just want to really encourage, you know, this generation to just try to stop scrolling. That TikTok will have you scrolling forever. 15-second clips, it feels like you're just on there for 10 minutes, you're on there for a whole hour and a half, 2 hours, sending links to friends and whatever. Create a backup account and create an account where you just follow nothing but entrepreneurs, real estate people, motivational quotes, people who talk about money, people who talk about investing, people who talk about literally everything. The more information you consume on that kind of basis, your brain is gonna just automatically start thinking that. Once your brain starts thinking that, your mouth is gonna start speaking it. Once your mouth starts speaking it, your body's gonna start following it. Your body's going to be doing it. Your body's gonna be wanting to do these things. And that is the power of manifestation, just without claiming videos on TikTok to manifest. You know what I mean? I think you guys know what I mean. I hope I can motivate you to do something better, more positive for yourself. That's really what life is about. It's really just helping yourself. Nobody else cares about you. Nobody else cares about you except you at the end of the day. I'm gonna leave this alone. And make sure y'all go make that list, write everything down, write them niches down, write a list down of things that you could sell under that niche, and go and do your homework. Find some Instagram pages, see if they're successful, see what they're doing, and make that page. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Bye.